welcome to today's interview of integrating vocational skill training in basic education. As the modern workforce evolves, vocational skill training is no longer a nicety but a necessity. Let's explore the benefits and challenges in integrating vocational skill in basic education as we hear from experts in the field and practicing students.
My name is Michelle. I teach entrepreneurship education at the Nigerian Institute of Journalism. Well, for NIJ, we've just started vocational skill training about 3 years ago. Remember, vocational skill training is not the same thing as entrepreneurship. The National Board for Technical Education make it mandatory that students in tertiary institutions should also go in for vocational skill training. So just for about 3 years now. Well, what makes me so passionate about coordinating vocational skill training classes in NIJ is the fact that students are leaders of tomorrow. And for that, they need to be equipped with the necessary skills that they will need tomorrow. Obtaining skills now instead of degree is what MBT is playing emphasis on. So when a student goes through vocational skill training class, and you'll remember we have about 8 of them. We have catering, makeup, we have barbering, we have shoemaking, fashion design, blogging, and we also have automobile photography. Now, all these are made available for students as well as beat making so that they can acquire skills and be able to put it into a trade and start making money. So my passion is to see these students obtain any of these skills so that they can start making money from it. Now I have cases of some students that have gone through these classes and they are making their money. They're making their money. No matter how little they are making, it's still capacity for them to be self-sustained and reliable. It's still the same thing. When you get a skill, you will start a business. They are always encouraged that these skills that you are getting, make sure you turn it into a business, either while in school or after you finish schooling. Well, I would say I'm encouraging students to make sure that they acquire a skill, at least one skill, a skill that they have passion for, a skill that they're capable of turning into money making. That is my advice because when they finish school, there is no job. There is high rate of unemployment out there. So my advice to students is that once they finish school or while in school, acquire a skill that you can start making money from.
Vocational skill that I can think of is food and nuts. And for the purpose of the food and nuts, for the housewives, for the purpose of the food and nuts, the housewives, so that it can be an advantage of them towards their future in case that they are not really into educational skills. And what vocational skills that I can venture it in is civic education. Since inshallah in the future I want to be a lawyer, it can be an advantage for me towards the future. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Vocational skill I would like to venture into is hairdressing and tailoring. I want to venture into this because me learning hairdressing saves money because I can make hair for myself and it helps with me earning money for making hair for other people. the same thing with tailoring. If I make clothes for myself, it saves money because I don't have to buy any clothes from outside. And if I sew clothes for other people, it helps me earn money because I can sell the clothes and people can come to me and buy it from me. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My name is Adnan Adebayo, and I want to talk about type of vocational skills I like. I like going into voice acting vocational skills because I think it requires pure talent, and I have a lot of passion for it. I like voice acting vocational skills because a lot of the top actors and actresses in the world right now are all doing it, and they make a lot. They make a lot from it, and a lot of them tend to enjoy it a lot. Assalamu alaikum.
Orúkọ mi ni Adétọ́lá Astro. I started 2008. Well, it's not smooth. It's not smooth. At the earlier on, it was so rough, but for like 4 to 5 years ago, I've said I've been enjoying the business. Four. I would say two of them is standing well. The others are doing some side hustle. Um, I will say the profits. I will say the profit because I wouldn't lie. Not really, but it gives me my daily income. At least I can do something on my own. I'm not liability. Well, if you have money to establish it in a big firm, it's very, very, very profitable. Not only tailoring, there are other skills that are also making money, like hairdressing, shoemaking, bag making. I would say aside schooling, they can also learn trade because white collar jobs, sometimes you might be disappointed, you won't get it on time. But the little you are getting from that trade you learn, at least you can use to support yourself while waiting for the white collar job.
My name is Olubode Anu Williams, a final year student of the Nigerian Institute of Journalism. Also, I'm an entrepreneur, a stylist, a barber. I've been into these skills for over a decade, and it has resulted into many things in my life. Acquiring these skills has resulted into a life-changing pattern for me. Being a stylist and a student is something I found difficult when I started my schooling process in NIJ because I had to go over to my place of work every day. But while growing my apprentice, I try to teach them as much as possible, not just only how to barb, but how to maintain a shop even while I am not there. And that has helped me a lot. Okay, so my first property was gotten from this barbering skill. I was able to acquire some plot of land in Badagry through this vocation, and that's a great achievement for me. This skill is more profitable if you are yearning towards instruction and learning. It is not just only what you know, but it is what you know and how to do it far better than others, because a whole lot of people are into this profession. But what will make you different and make you distinguished is how you know how to do it far better than others. There will be a school for barbing, whereby I'll be graduating people, I'll be certifying them, and there will be so many things they will learn like a school, not just like them coming to learn training and all. To be like a school, a standard, a well-structured school where they'll be coming and they'll be doing like academic structure. Everyone needs a skill to live. Get a skill to live. Without skill in this current in the situation of this Nigeria, you need to acquire a skill so you can be relevant.
Thank you for joining us today in knowing the importance of integrating vocational skill training in basic education. We hope that this conversation has inspired you to know the basic importance of integrating vocational skill in our today educational system. Thanks for joining us once again. I remain your host, Olivia.